Welcome back to Ray's Garage. I'm Ray Cornelia. It's been a few weeks since I made a video, so I got a bunch of shop talk to catch up on. A lot of exciting stuff, new acquisitions, new additions to the family, bunch of good stuff, man. So hang in there and let's get started. My Tom Lipton approved safety glasses, 2.0 cheaters. First of all, I'd like to talk about my earlier videos. Since I have a boatload of new subscribers, these folks are checking out some of my older videos from 3 and 4 years ago. I have to apologize right up front. Those videos were terrible. The content was good, but I did not have a clue what I'm doing. Not that I have one now, but my videos are a little bit better. They're shaky. I didn't own a camera stand. I used a crappy little kid camera to film them with. I just wanted to get some content out there to share what I've learned on YouTube over the years. So like I said, I apologize. Thank you for hanging in there. Thank you for subscribing. I do know they're bad. Maybe one day I'll redo them. A lot of the stuff I can't redo because it's stuff that I no longer have, or the projects are done and I really don't want to redo the whole project again. So bear with it, and hopefully from this point forward the videos will keep getting better. If not, I'm sure you guys will let me know about it. So let me check that off the list. This video is going to be Mix Mash number 7. I usually call them mix mash because I have a whole bunch of different stuff in them. When I work on a general project or an individual item, I'll name it something that will cater to the project. So I have a whole bunch of stuff to discuss in this one. So man, I don't even know where to start. I have a whole bunch of notes here, a whole bunch of stuff I'd like to share. I guess let's start by thanking people. And maybe that'll segue into something else. First of all, I received, thank you, Tom Lipton. He did a very nice job on these stickers. He sent me a few of these stickers. I don't know what I did with his envelope, but I know I kept it because it has his ink stamp on it, his pretty cool ink stamp, which you've seen in his previous video. But Tom, thank you. I'll show you where I put one of them. The other one I'm reserving for, I don't put stickers on my vehicle. To me, it's an invitation to, hey, I wonder if he's got tools in there, or guns, or cool stuff. So let's break into it and find out. So that's why I don't put decals on my vehicle. I also received from our friend, Mr. Adam Booth. Adam sent me some really neat die-cut decals and one of his now world-famous business cards. Adam, thank you, buddy. I appreciate it, man. These are nice die-cuts. I will display these in the shop proudly as well. Let's see. So I want to thank you, Adam, and thank you, Tom. Next item, let's see. Whenever I buy something on the internet, I'm always a little leery about its quality or the vendor. So I try to do a little bit of detective work and see their ratings and how other people feel about it. But I actually found a USA company that really impressed me. With all this talk about carbide inserts and everyone sharing, you know, which insert works great and all that, I have a couple tool holders that needed the fasteners. I bought them on eBay and they worked, but one of the fasteners, one of the secure screws were stripped. So I started poking around and I found this company. Let's see, they're called Toolholders-Fasteners Company. And they're in Pennsylvania. And what they have, I'm sure they have a whole bunch more than what I bought, but I bought a bunch of the clamps and the hold down screws for the carbide inserts. And I just want to give them a shout out. It's a USA company, very good quality type stuff. I bought I bought finger clamps. Oops. I bought the finger clamps, the centering screw, and these are the fastening, the wedge screw, I think it's called. Anyway, I'll move in closer on this stuff and give you a little closer view. Excuse me. So these work in two of my holders. I have a Dorian and I have another off-brand, and they work in both. And I believe it's a one of them is a TNMG 431, I believe. Anyway, they work great for that. I want to give them a shout out. It's a Toolholders-Fasteners company, and there's the phone numbers here. I'll come in closer and show you this stuff. So I'll bring it back in there. As my collection of end mills starts to increase, I'm acquiring end mills that sometimes don't have a holder or a tube, and I'm always looking for something that I could put them in because I don't like them touching each other for fear that the carbide will chip a flute or something. So I started collecting these cigar tubes, and these things, man, work great for holders. I have a little face mill in this one. I have a little piece of cardboard in the bottom to protect the carbide inserts, and I just keep them in here, and it seems to keep them in pretty good shape. The cardboard, I have a little bit of oil on it, some Starrett M1, I believe. And then I bought a battery one time for one of my LED flashlights, and it came in this tube. So I keep a bigger end mill in there, so they're protected. I just wanted to share that. I thought it was a good idea. Simple way to keep it. These are some cigar tubes. I collect them from my buddies. You know, they keep them. Once in a while I'll have a cigar, I'll keep the tube. So I wanted to share that. It works out pretty good. Whenever I think I have a good idea, I like to share it with you. So I got that off there. That's off the list. The next item. Philip and I were doing a little bit of machining on the web, and I have an old set of import collets. And we were using the power draw bar to remove one of the collets, and something strange happened. The collet came out, but the insert stayed. So I wanted to make you aware of this because I had no idea these things had a threaded sleeve in them. So what we have here is a 1/2 inch collet, which you know 1/2 inch is used for almost everything. And what had happened, it looks like the, I should probably take you in tighter on this. It looks like the Loctite came loose on this sleeve. So this is a metric thread here. I thought I wrote down what it was, but I can't remember. And then this is seated into here. And then of course the drawbar 7/16 fine thread goes in there. So I want to make you aware this could happen. And if this happens, this sleeve's going to stay up in your drawbar, and your collet's going to drop out. So I looked at some of my USA made collets, and they don't have this sleeve. They're threaded and solid here, where these have a threaded sleeve. Now it's not all the sizes in the imports; it's just certain ones. So I just wanted to make you aware of that and bring that to everyone's attention that this could happen. So check your collets. This is an R8 collet, of course. So, of course, this can't happen to a 5C because it's threaded on the outside and inside. So anyway, I'm going to cut, and I'll bring you in and show you this stuff a little closer, and then we'll move off over to the next item. Here's a tight shot of Tom's new decals. Thank you again, Tom. Very nicely done. Tight shot of Adam's die cuts and business card. Adam, very nicely done, my friend. I will display them proudly, of course. Here's a tight shot of Toolholder-Fasteners Company's items. I got some seats. I got two sizes. I got the thin and the thick seats for different thickness carbide inserts. Anyway, wanted to share this. Great company, man. You guys do a great job, man. I'll definitely be buying from them again. Next item. I got a late Christmas gift from my girlfriend Tony. She has no idea what I need here out in the shop, and I usually treat myself once a year to a nice tool, and she knows that. We've been together 6 years plus. So what she did is she just gave me some Christmas money and said, go ahead and treat yourself to something that you need. So I waited for the next Enco 20% off free ship sale, and I had enough to buy myself, which you see in the background here, a new Turn Pro 7 by 10.5 inch bandsaw, and I also treated myself to a Phase 2 8-inch rotary table. So that segues into thanking Stan Zinkowski over there at Bar Z Industrial. Stan helped me get this thing wired correctly. When this saw was delivered and I got it all put together, it had a funky plug on it, and I wasn't really sure of the correct way of wiring the contact. So a couple weeks ago, Stan did a really good video on contacts and wiring them. And Stan, thank you for taking the time to do that. It worked like a charm. Now my contact will last longer because the way they had it set up was it was only working on one leg of the contact. And you know, since Stan's our electrical guru, VFD god, and all this, I went to him, and of course he jumped right into action and made a great video, sent me some information, and I thank you for that. After we're done with the shop talk, I'll take you in and show off the saw a little bit. I'm really happy with it. I got to tell you guys, Enco, they're a good company, man. They have great customer service. They have great sales. They have both good quality and import quality items at good pricing. So I do a lot of business with them, and they take care of me for that. This 8-inch rotary table was already on sale, plus 20% off and free shipping. I mean, the thing, you know, it ended up being under $200. I mean, it's a $400 rotary table. So I'm real happy with that. As a matter of fact, the little machining project has to do with the 8-inch rotary table. And after the shop talk, we'll get to the machining part of the video. So thanks again, Stan. You came through for me once again. You're a good man, Stan. Oh, let's get that checked off the list. Also, too, the most exciting news. I don't know if you noticed on this video, but my channel art is different and new and fresh. I got to thank Quinn Berry over there in Ontario, Canada. He really helped me out, man. Thank you, Quinn. You're a good man, too. We spent the last week and a half or so emailing back and forth, coming up with new channel art, and he hooked me up, man. And thank you, Quinn. You did a great job. So I hope you guys like it. I really like it a lot. I just got it up, and you'll see it on previous videos. I now have the watermark on the previous videos, and the new channel art is now up now. So go ahead and check it out and let me know what you think. So that's, let's see, what else is on my list here? I'll cut and come back with some more stuff. I got to get the other list. Next item. When I received the Phase 2 rotary table from Enco, it came very nicely packaged in a wooden box, a nice wooden container. As a matter of fact, I kept it because it was such good quality. I was really surprised it had metal bracing on the corners. It came completely packaged in oil paper and oiled down, but it didn't come with any accessories, which I expected. The first thing I had to do was make some T-nuts for this. I'm sure you can buy them at McMaster Car, but it was easy just to take a piece of bar stock, make some 3/8-16 T-nuts. I didn't film any of this because, guys, you've seen plenty of video on T-nuts. So I have a nice, I had 3/8-16 studs and nuts and heavy-duty hardened washers. So that sure come in handy for this table. The reason I'm mentioning these T-nuts is because Philip did a SolidWorks drawing of the T-nut project. And it was a quick little project we did. We used some good quality metal material. But he has all the dimensions on a drawing for these T-nuts. The thread, the chamfer, everything. So if you're interested in that, I can email that to you. Is why I'm mentioning the T-nuts. They're not a standard size, but I do know these T-nuts will fit an 8-inch and or 10-inch Phase 2 rotary table, possibly the 6-inch. I'm not 100% sure. But one thing this thing did have that really surprised me, the center is a Morse taper number 3. I really like that because I could take a Morse taper 3 center, put it in here, and get it centered on the table pretty quickly. Or actually make a Morse taper 3 adapter that fits in a collet and center that sucker up real quick, and then, you know, check it with an indicator. Or you could use a Morse taper number 3 3-jaw chuck and pop it in there and you're good to go, man. So I really like that. I didn't know it had it when I purchased it. So very good quality, man. I like it. I'm happy with it. As a matter of fact, the machining video is of Philip and I machining a sacrificial aluminum pallet for this. So anyway, enough with the rotary table. Let's cut and check out the new bandsaw, man. Okay, the new saw. It's an Enco Turn Pro 7 by 10.5 inch bandsaw. It's got a 3-speed transmission, 1, 2, and 3. I don't know offhand of the speeds, but I know you use 1 for hard materials, 3 for aluminum. What I like about it, and the reason I chose this saw, it's got a 3/4 inch blade. Anything that has a 3/4 inch blade is in the $2,000 range right off the bat. So this is half of that. It's got a flood coolant system with a sump in the bottom. It's about a 2.5 gallon plastic tank. It's 220 volts, so it runs very efficient. You can also wire it for 110. It does have a hydraulic adjustable ram. You could slow it way down. I mean, I'm really impressed with this saw. It's got double bearings. Double bearings supporting the blade, which is the fences are fully adjustable. It's also got a big like garage type spring assist. It's got the quick release clamp. To lock it, you just start turning it and it's locked. What I did too, I don't know if you can notice, but it did not come with a wheel that big on the rear. I put a larger wheel to pick it up off the ground because it is a portable saw, but the front and the back sit solid on the ground, and to move it you have to lift it up pretty high. I didn't like that, so I put a 10-inch wheel on the back and a caster in the front. So now it is truly a portable saw. It weighs about 400 pounds, So it's pretty beefy. The blade size, like I said, it's 3/4 inch and it's 93 inches long and 35 thousandths thick. I'm very happy with it. I've made a few cuts. As a matter of fact, the blade that came on it, I cut a piece of RC 63 hardened bearing rod. I forget what the lineal rod is what it's called, and it cut it with no problem. I'm not sure if I'm going to use the flood coolant because I don't want the stuff going bad in the saw and stinking up the garage. But I found out through, I purchased a Lennox blade for a spare blade so I wouldn't be left if I broke that one or dulled it. The gentleman told me about a waxy tight material you can put on this blade if you run them dry, and it doubles the life of the blade. So once I receive that, I'll let you know how that stuff works out. Anyway, here it is. Let's fire it up. Let's stir. There we go. That's first one slow. There's 2. And there's 3. Pretty straightforward. I'm happy with it. I'm really happy the fact that it's brand new and that they have parts available in case I screw something up. So there you have it. The Enco Turn Pro 7 by 10.5 inch. And the most important part I forgot to mention, it's a swivel head. It'll swivel up to 45 degrees. The table stays fixed and the head swivels. So that's another reason why I chose this saw. I almost forgot to mention that. Anyway, hope you like it, man. Along with my new channel art, I now have a new email address for my YouTube channel, and I also have a hyperlink that will direct you directly to my YouTube channel. And I'll post the link up here next.
Okay, we're getting ready to make a sacrificial plate for my new 8-inch rotary table. This is T6061 aluminum. We're going to whack off about a 1.5 inch piece. So we'll get that set up and be right back. Here we go. Go.
So you can see it's pretty straight cut for how big it is.
We're going to get it perfectly straight.
You want 1 or 2?
Just 1.
Okay. When you got till you hit your table.
Yeah.
Just spun it at 710 RPM.
That could be the bottom side then.
It's 5,000. You're getting close. See the last one.
Okay, we got our sacrificial plate back in Ray's garage, and we got it set up on the milling machine, centered up. Getting a little wash out there. And basically this is going to go on my 8-inch rotary table. We're also going to add some threaded holes on the plate to screw things down. And these are laid up to actually mount it on the T-nuts that Phil and I made right here and hold it to the rotary table. So let me get this on a stand and we'll start drilling this out. All right, moved in 3 inches from the center. I'm going to spot drill that.
Need your help.
Oh, you got the editing thing, huh? See how it acts at this speed. So I may slow it down.
That's carbide, so.
Yeah. Oh, we're good.
Here is the almost finished sacrificial pallet. So let's see if this bad boy fits. What I'd still like to do is put some 1/4-20 holes around these rings that are spaced 1/2 inch apart. That way I have a clamping surface. So right now it's pretty much useless, but let's try fit up and see if it'll go on. Oh, I see the T-nuts in there. I'm using 3/8/16 cap heads. There you have it. 1 8-inch rotary table, sacrificial aluminum plate, and we're going to turn it into a pallet here. That'll be in the next video. So I mentioned an addition to our family. So let me introduce you to our new addition. Come here, Rocco. Come on, boy. Meet Rocco. He's our new shop dog. He's a 13-week-old Rottweiler puppy. He just had his 3rd set of shots. He's 35.5 pounds. And it's going to be fun to have him in the shop. Oh my goodness. You be a good boy. Anyway, go on, go play. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please subscribe, comment, thumbs up, whatever. Anyway, thank you all my new subscribers. They're pouring in daily, and I'll try to get some good video content out there in the future. Thanks for stopping by, man.